Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We take a look at the chart. Not too much has happened, but just want to talk about something which is interesting. This last high here is now something 23.8k where we could be watching if a more substantial high has been made. I don't necessarily base that on the microwave count, but it is technically possible. I looked at that earlier today. It is technically possible to count the entire move that happened off the November low as a large wave one. It's not my primary expectation, but I want to mention the possibility that we could have a major top in place. Again, it's not my primary expectation, but it's a possibility. And obviously we've got core PCE coming up tomorrow, and we've got core PCE, and we've got next week the interest rate decision. So I'm just saying there could be a lot of volatility, and obviously I want to present you with all the data so you can make an informed decision. So we could say that, again, it's not my primary count, and I find it a bit unlikely, a bit, sort of not great, but it's possible. So the count would be that we started from down here in a wave one, we moved down in a wave two, this here was the wave three, this here was the wave four, and we have a wave five top in place. Five nice waves up. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because if I take the fibs, the length of the wave one, and I go to the low of the wave two, we reached, basically, I need to draw that correctly here, but yeah, it's pretty much correct. Just want to pick the high. We pretty much reached here the 23.9k level. That's the 2.618 extension, and basically a textbook target for a fifth wave. So I'm just saying, counting this differently, and you will always find different types of Elliott Wave counts, and there is a way of counting it where we say that a more substantial high has been made. Again, this is just the primary. This is not the primary expectation. It doesn't fit very well with the proportions, and other counts make more sense to me. But this allows you to sort of, make better decisions, hopefully by yourself, if you know all the data. Now, what is my view? My view is not necessarily that this is a highly likely count, but obviously at some point we will get to the end of this rally. So at the moment, my view is that the latest spike here is still part of an extended third wave. Yeah. And that if we see a more substantial top now, that this could be, first of all, my first view would be that this is just this third wave. And the count here is that we have a 1, 2, that we haven't even finished the third wave. There will be a fourth and a fifth in a bullish interpretation. And that within this third wave, we had a 1, 2, 3 done now. There should be a 4 at some point now, and a fifth. This third wave could be in. It could be in, but we haven't really pulled back a lot. And therefore, there is reason, we can make a reasonable assumption that we will go higher from here. And I think this sideways consolidation can be used to scale in a little bit for further upside. Is it gonna happen? Nobody knows, right? I mean, nobody knows. I can't make the market. I can't will the market to do what I want. But the whole purpose of it is to identify low risk, high reward trades. Obviously, the trend is still up. We haven't broken any lows. And this is sideways consolidation. The indicators are being reset to the downside a little bit. We bring the overbought condition down, and we are currently holding support. This is a support area that I gave you earlier, which would make it possible to scale in if you missed out on scaling in here, scaling in here, scaling in here, or scaling in here. And this is now another possibility. Will it hold? I don't know. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 support areas that held. At some point, there will be one that will break. And that is then the moment when we are most likely going to go into this wave 4 support area. I did move now the working support up for this support area. That would be, by the way, the next support area to possibly scale in. If we lose this area, then we have a good case to be made that the previous count that I showed you is working out here. But even that count, let me just actually double check that. Yeah, in that count, we could come down to 17.3K, but that would be sort of the last resort for the bulls before we really continue with the bear market. So this support area here for this fourth wave is currently defined as, here I added it to here, I think, yeah. Haven't used the fibs super accurately now. So I'm giving it a little bit more space. So it's basically between 19.9K and 27,785, pretty much. That's sort of the support area. Most likely such a wave 4 should get into the region between the 38.2 and the 50% fib level. So we're talking between 17,740 and 19,900. But that will only happen if we lose the, first of all, the green and then the orange support area. That is, so I think if we now lose the green area, there's a good chance we get into this larger green support area, and then we have a chance to put this fifth wave in place. But still, nevertheless, you know, this is a possible long trade setup and a possible low risk trade because you can set a stop loss below the area. It's up to you if you do it. Obviously, as I said, 5 of them worked out. At some point there will be one which will break, and that could then be the onset of that fourth wave down. It will be interesting. Tomorrow will be a very, very interesting day. I'll do a live stream when the PCE data is released. They are always very popular, so we're gonna see each other. We'll talk to each other tomorrow. And yeah, other than that, it's just moving sideways at the moment. All the comments from the previous videos still valid. It will be an interesting day tomorrow as we're heading into the weekend. The last 2 Fridays, I think, were quite volatile, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And then, yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content every day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.